Okay, says you are live, and look at me going live right at 12 o'clock. Right on time. Okay, hi Kathy Berg, Dorothy, CB, Bootsy. You guys were early, so thank you very, very much. Can you hear me and see me okay? I am here. I'm just not moving junk. I could get out Bob Ross. Okay, I'm doing my camera settings different today, so hopefully the focus and everything's going to be better. I hope. Time. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Jersey. And chat just sped ahead, so if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. So, since we already have a crowd here, well, crowd, it looks like there's 7. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this Zentangle today because I haven't worked on it. Well, I worked on it a little bit after I did it that day, and then I put it aside, and I haven't done it since. So, hi, Brenda. Hi, Ann. Hi, Gail. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it because otherwise it's probably not going to get done because left to my own devices, I do other stuff. I don't know what, but yeah. Hi, Nancy, Joan. All right, notification must have gone out and people are coming on in. So other than that, I have absolutely nothing to show because I haven't really done anything. I worked on watercolor boxes last week. Yep, more Zentangle. So, and Eileen is here. Eileen, it's going to be really nice and tidy to start, but then we'll get the sprays out and get messy. I'm going to play with the Seth Apter I Zinks at some point. If I finish this, great. If I don't, I'll just put it aside and we'll go ahead and play with the I Zink because Eileen is pressuring Dee Dee to buy these, and they're not like the cheapest things in the world. So if you love sprays, I would recommend them highly. If you're kind of a spray person, I don't know, maybe today you'll get some idea if it's something you would really want to invest your money in, you know? In my opinion, I love the dilution inks because they're bright and everything, but they're not permanent. These are supposed to be permanent, so we're going to try a test and make sure. I think we did that before, but my memory says I don't remember. So, hi, Nana. They are nice sprays. I will give Eileen that. They are really nice sprays. And Jersey's saying she loves these sprays. So, yeah, they are nice. Hi, Julie. So, anyway, I got my Zentangle book out. And we're going to Zentangle because we can. And Dee Dee, yes, I do have my camera settings, so let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Oops, wrong one. How's that? Just like a freaking pro around here. That's all I gotta say. Does anyone have a straw? I missed that. The chat on StreamYard is different, and it speeds ahead really fast. So somebody give me a letter. And I know, it's working like a champ, right, Dee Dee? And I think restarting my computer helped a lot. I don't do that. Sorry for the glare. Can't turn off my overhead lights, so just ignore the glare. Somebody give me a letter, and I'll just go pick out a design. I kind of want one. Ooh, let's do this one. After I just said that, let's do this one because it's fun. All right, we're going to draw some circles. And we're not really going to draw circles. We're going to use a template to create some circles. I don't have much room there, though, do I? Where to put it? I'm not using YouTube chat. Autofocus off. Yes, autofocus is off. Why? Is it not focusing good, Dee Dee? I'm pretty sure autofocus is off. Everything was off. Yeah, autofocus is off. White balance. I did change the white balance and try and get the color to be more accurate. So hopefully that will stop. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Dee Dee's going to get me into the 21st century, kicking, streaming, and biting. I swear to God, she's going to do it. Why not? I'd have to run YouTube on the same computer. Yeah. So I use the StreamYard chat. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Tanya. It's blurry. Okay. Well, I suppose I could load YouTube. It's out of focus. See, on my screen, you guys, it's so perfect right now. It is absolutely perfect. So I don't know. I really don't. Let me come in a little bit more. Get focus, you freak, over here. See, this is what we were dealing with yesterday. It's very blurry. That is so crazy. Yeah, I'd have to put it on another device. I'm not doing that. Hi, Shelly. It's very blurry. Didi, is it blurry to you? Kathy Berg uses it. Well, I'd have to be running YouTube at the same time I'm running StreamYard. Kathy Berg's in the chat, so she can speak up. And all of a sudden, it's like 1,000,000 degrees in here. Hard to tell on Zentangle. Well, on the Focus You Freak tag, let me move this then. And see, when you put white down, the camera goes pretty much cuckoo anyway. Hi, Carrie Ann. Because mine is just as clear as it can be, as clear as it's been forever, not blurry for Jeannie. Okay, see? That's just it. I don't know what the deal is because it's blurry for some, not on others. And mine is crystal clear, absolutely crystal clear. Like I could see a pimple on Bob's butt.
Is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Okay, K-Bird is talking to me.
To reach you on your cellular device.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Janet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I called you to teach you the typing in chat.
Okay.
Okay. Only thing I can think of, so what I do when that happens to get my camera focused, I turn off my autofocus, I get it all focused right, and then I turn the autofocus back on. And sometimes that works.
Okay, I just tried that. Can you tell any difference? Didi wants me to hold my arm in here.
Okay, and I need to, I need to you know what, if there's no difference, then it's YouTube. It's just the stream.
Okay. And then Jeannie said, well, I was at 480. And I know I'm streaming at 720. I did check the default, so.
Yeah, and I checked that too.
Yeah.
Checked that too. Mine was at 720. And what'll happen to you, I found when it does even a little blurry like that, when you watch the recording, it's perfectly clear. Like it is, is your stream perfectly clear? It's YouTube.
Okay.
It's YouTube. So, but yeah, that's, I mean, that was the only thing I could think of. And otherwise, it looks great. It sounds great. It's not horrible.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it more than you know.
Calming.
Okay. Talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. All right. K-Berg called me up because she said it's easier than typing in chat, which I agree. So thanks for bearing with us. And what she had me do was go back over, turn off autofocus, and then turn it back on. So, or turn it on, turn it off. So it's not autofocus right now. Okay, Tanya's saying it's beautiful. No, I checked, Didi. I'm on 720. I did check that. So we're drawing out Y'all need to go get glasses. That's all I gotta say. All right, we're gonna try this one. I like this one. Can you see that? And the focus is gonna get weird because there's so much white on the screen, and no camera likes white. So where do we want to do this? Do I want it in the middle? No, I'm gonna do it on the outside. All right. I'm just gonna use some Micron pens. Hopefully they're ones that work and work well. If they don't, we'll get new ones. And I'll start with the one. Okay, Dee Dee's saying it's way better. Okay, thanks, guys. You do need glasses. Go get them, Jersey. As you get older, you really appreciate being able to see. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to do. So, yeah. Like I said before, do not recreate the wheel. Use your templates. Maybe do like 3 or 4 of them is all. Okay, and then a surprise is when I get this done, or when I quit working on it.
Is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
I am really popular.
Is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I gotta turn you on.
Yeah, I did, but I just tried it again. Did that help? Arms out there. It's on. Okay, did it. Yeah, and I'm doing that right now. We're gonna get this, you guys, if it kills us. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna move something and it's gonna go screwy again. Yeah. All right. It seems to go out of focus when you move the paper. Oh, God. I need this aggravation like I need a hole in my head. All right. So we're just going to draw because that's why we're here, right? I like talking to you guys on the phone, though. Next time you call, whoever calls, try and have a dirty joke so I can repeat it on air. If you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. All right. And then I'll do this one, and we'll make it like a little border. And I'm ignoring you guys right now because my aggravation level is high. Not really. I just made that up. Oh, the progressive lenses, those about made me fall downstairs. I'm not kidding. They were horrible. Oops. All right. Which way do I want it to go? Let's do it this way. Can you guys see okay? Do you want me to pull it in closer?
Attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Hi again. Oh my God.
What do you call a pig who tells jokes? A stick in the mud.
There's your dirty joke.
Dirty joke.
Okay? There's your dirty. Thanks, Kathy.
You're welcome. I couldn't resist.
I know, you're funny. That's the cool thing about fibs, man. You ask and you receive. All right, I'm going to get something done today if it kills me, okay? Anyway, it was a good morning watching Dee Dee. I'm going to have to remind Robert to use his Alexa to tell him a dirty joke. I'm penciling these lines in first, and then I'll go back in later and erase them. Because you use the pencil lines to draw your little boxes inside, if you can see that. Oh, and I was going to show you guys the, all right, now this is what something about me that really ticks me off. I just had that one pen. What did I do with it? How could you lose something like in 2 seconds flat? I think I went through this last week too. Did I put it in my little pencil thing over here? I don't think so, because I'm not that done yet. Oh well, I'll just use this one. Yeah, it's fine. Really, how could I lose that? All right, and then you just draw a little box inside your lines. And leave a little bit of space in between. And I think it looks way cool this way. So yeah, if you want to own this piece of art, stick around for a little while and we will do a giveaway. I will take a picture of it if I remember. And again, for those of you who weren't here for the first part of this stream, I get these designs off of a website called tanglepatterns.com. And when you go there, there's a, I think it's pink, border along the top that has the letters of the alphabet. Just click on one of those and then it'll take you to the designs. And tons of people contribute to the site. So it's not like it's one person's designs. It's a bunch of different people. So and they've got some really cool ones on there. Some of them are really elaborate. If they were designs that I didn't think I was going to ever draw, I didn't make the cards. And I guess I should show the book. For every design, I made a little card like this one and put the name on it. One thing I wish I had done, I'll just grab this one out real quick, is since I'm doing this on stream, I kind of wish I had put the person who developed the design. And maybe someday if I get real ambitious, I'll go back and do that, because I like to give people credit because it is their original designs that they're good enough to put out there. Some of them you have to go to their website to get the detailed instructions. But yeah, they put them out there for everybody to use. So that's the one thing I wish I had done different. But I don't think at the time I was doing that, I really anticipated that I would be doing this in front of people. You know, it was just for my own enjoyment. And I do like it. I love Zentangling. I know Eileen would rather I be spraying inks all over the place, and we're going to do that. And the crazy thing about this is they don't have to be perfect. Like, you'd be surprised how many errors are in this, but when you get all the shading and everything, they look perfect. Am I too zoomed? Because I could zoom in and get you guys closer. I just don't know if you want me to. Did you guys notice the Sahara dust? I think the only thing I noticed here is that it was really hazy. And you couldn't see the blue in the sky. And when I went and looked it up, that's what they said you would notice, is that your sky looks more white than blue. And ours has looked like that for like 2 days. So we're definitely, I haven't noticed it in breathing or anything. If I'm too zoomed in, well, if I see on my screen, maybe I should try black paper. Hi, Kathy Arbor. What, just put black paper underneath it so it thinks it's something there, not the white? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not ignoring Eileen. It was cloudy there. Yeah, see, and I think it looks like it's just cloud cover here too, but I don't think that's it at all. I think it is the Sahara dust. But it's so hot and oppressive here today, and it feels really moist and ugh. I'm not sure how I'm going to shade this one. Maybe I'll shade, I don't know. Don't know. Try zooming out some, okay? Tracy, I think I looked yesterday and it was pretty much widespread all over the country. Do the hokey pokey and sit yourself down. Your sky is still white. Yeah, see, ours is really white too. And they said that would be the one thing that you would probably notice the most, is that your sky. Okay, now I'm zoomed almost all the way out. Let me just try and zoom in and re-autofocus so you guys could see what I'm doing. Okay, got to put my arm out there per Dee. All right, there. Looks like it's really focused to me. There. What do you think about that? Hi, Lena. Well, I'm glad you came. Hi, Mindy. Anybody I missed? So I'll wait for somebody to say something and I'll erase that crap. Where's my bad boy eraser? Okay. A person who has 1,000 erasers can't find an eraser. This one I think would look especially cool if it was color, but I'm not a fan of the color. So Yeah, I'll talk to Kathy later. Get some idea. Okay, I'm going to do something dark around that. So those will really pop out. Okay, because I've got two light things here together. So those I'm just going to leave. And I'll just draw the circles. You guys seeing okay? I hope. And I've been keeping to my rule about not turning on the news. And I have to say, I'm so happy. I don't know what's going on in the world right now. That's terrible. But it's the truth. A $5,800 smash fairy. I saw the fairy. I just didn't take the link. $5,800. Holy crapola. Kathy Arby said she's going to do smash fairies, I think, on Thursday. And I should go look for that fairy book my mother had, because I have one that looks really similar to that. My mother loved anything fairy. Fairy shells. Unique woman she was. When I want something dark like this, rather than fill in the space all black, I not uncommonly will use these circles. Because they make a light area really stand out. So that's why I do that. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Cass does too. I hope I can be there on Thursday. I was there for part of last Thursday, and then something happened and I had to leave. How many of you guys Zentangle? Because I think it's Devin that had, since I did that show, has been putting a lot up on Instagram. It's fun to see. And Lena put a big old board in her backyard to paint on, her and her family, and she better start posting some pictures. I'm dying to see what goes on that wall. I think your wise aunt should appear on that wall somewhere, Lena. If she doesn't, I'm going to be so disappointed. You've been doing more? Good. Brenda loves them. Yeah. So is Elaine here? I didn't even say hi. Hi, Elaine. Sorry, I missed you coming in. It's hot out there today. Hot and humid. You know summer's here. For sure. I told Dee Dee this story a little while ago, and so it's kind of stuck in my head because I went outside yesterday or the day before. Anyway, it was middle of the day, and we have a lot of deer out here, but you don't very often see them during the day. They come out about dusk, and you'll see them certain places because they know where certain people feed them or whatever. Yesterday, I walked out in the backyard, and there was a deer eating the apples off of my apple tree. So between the squirrels and the deer, I'm not going to be able to grow anything. I will have 0 apples now that they know they're there. And I think they did it last year. I get the ones high up, but the ones close to the ground, no. The squirrels, especially the little baby squirrels, the apples are almost as big as they are. And they just, I don't think they even eat them. Okay, first design down. I'm not sure how I'm going to shade that. I think I'll just shade it like a sphere if I can find my monkey pencil. I'm going to shade it a little bit around the edges so it looks like it's got depth. I should have brought that other pencil out here. Doesn't have to be neat because I'm going to smear it all around here in a minute. So oh, another really weird thing that happened the other day. Now this was crazy. Not uncommonly about 3:30, 4 o'clock, sometime around that. Amy's husband, who I don't know if Amy's here right now or not, but Amy's husband comes down and him and Robert sit on the porch and have a beer. And I don't know why, but it seems like the last few days, the geese have been coming right about the time that they start church. They call it church. And we were all sitting back there just yakking, you know, laughing and whatever, but the geese are commonly there. And my neighbor on the other side, I don't know if he has a problem with geese or whatever, but he comes driving across my backyard, chasing the geese out of my yard. He never looked up on the patio to see if we were here or anything, but he chased the geese off. I swear, I wanted to go out and smack him upside the head. It was just like, who the heck do you think you are, just driving your mower over here to chase off my geese? I don't care if they're out in the yard. I don't want them on my patio. Because if you've ever been around geese, you know what that's like. But yeah, he just comes over and chases my geese off. And the babies aren't babies anymore. People are crazy. And if you think they're not, call me. I'll tell you how crazy people are. Yeah, I like that shading. I actually get a better idea of what things look like when I look in the camera or at the screen. All you got to do is get a little bit of graphite down. Yep, that looks good. Okay, we need another design. I like that one. And it's a good mix of dark and light. So that was a good one. All right, if you want to give me a letter or something, I'll go look for a design in that letter. Oh, one thing I did have to show. I'm going to take a break real quick. What did I do with it? Eileen, the other day you'd mentioned something about stamps of letters with with flowers on them. I had to go search for this because I had put it away. But here's that flower alphabet that I was talking about. Is this kind of what you were thinking of? But the thing is, like, see how big the letters are? I think they're like an inch. Look at that, a ruler. I have a ruler right here. Okay, they're 7/8 inch. So they're not real big, which makes the flower designs really small. So I've never really used these much. I loved them, but I think I bought it primarily because I love the packaging. What grade pencil am I using? It's probably just a 2, which is generally an HB. Yeah. This is a rabbit that is on drugs. What grade pencil? DB. That is, Colleen was the one who got some. Okay, because I know you mentioned it, and it was just like, I like the stamps, but man, by the time you actually stamp them, the little design is so small, almost not useful. But anyway, yeah, I got those out to show you. And I've got a Christmas set too. And I like them better because they've just got holly intermingled on it. All right, so somebody said D. Dorothy said D. She's the first one. I'll go to the D page. All right, here's our D designs. Let's see what we got. Droop is kind of cool. Oh, I like Divine a lot, but that's more like a border, so. I'm just not sure. Some of them lend themselves better than others to filling in space. Like this one, I really like. Diagonals is good. Dixo. Let's do that one just because it's kind of a fun flower. And if you guys have a piece of paper nearby, I might do one of these two. I like both of them. Yeah, then you could copy it because this is really kind of a cool design. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. Because one of the things I try and do when I'm doing this is keep a mixture of light and dark and keep it kind of balanced, you know, so your eye is drawn to different places. Like somewhere on this, I'm going to want to do another black stripe. Somewhere probably over on this edge or something. I don't want it there right next to that one. I could put it down here, but just, you know, kind of like balance out the weight of the designs. Dillo, this one's really cool because look, let's do that one. That one's really cool. We're doing this one. All right, I have to read chat real quick. Okay, talking about products. Hi, Jan. All right, let's do Dillo, and I'll just start it right here in the middle, and we'll try and do something cool like this. Right. Going direct. I'll just start in the middle, and wherever it ends is where it ends. Is that one a good one in there? It's kind of a medium weight. Well, let's do it, and I can shade it darker if I want to. Start with a straight line. Draw like a half circle, I guess. I'll put this over so you guys can see it. Now let's see how I added more to it. Okay, so just start. All right, I'll draw one out from here. I'm going to go ahead and put an edge on here right now. I always like to draw with the lines coming toward myself. I don't know why, but I do. See, this is really an easy design, actually. Got quiet in here. Thinking. I'm going to start this one going the other way now. Yeah, that one's going to look good when it's shaded. All right, I got got this one going backwards now, so. I know I get quiet, guys. Sorry. And I'm really not even thinking at this point. I think you get on autopilot, and that's one of the reasons I like Zentangle so much is you get on autopilot and you just stop thinking. This is a 0.5. I usually use a 0.1, 0.3, or 0.5. And I think it depends on how much weight I want. I had a 0.1 here, but I put it in the wrong place. I just found it. But yeah, this is a 0.5. 0.5, 0.3, or 0.1 are my favorites. But actually, I'll use anything. Like some of my favorites, frankly, are those gel pens that you get at the dollar store. They're really nice. And that's a 0.5 or a 0.7. And they're really nice. So yeah, use whatever you got. I don't think you have to buy anything special. Yeah, just use any old dumb black pen you've got. Because what really I think, and somebody can tell me if they don't agree, but I think the thing that makes it look way cool is the shading. I think if you get the shading down, you're good. And for that, I think you just have to envision where you think it's going down and under, you know, so it just starts getting some dimension. Like these are really easy. If you draw the flight line down the middle, it starts looking like a tube. So that's you have 1,000,000 microns. These are the best pens. I love them too for everything. And the reason I love them so much is not necessarily well, one, you can get a lot of different size nibs, but they're waterproof. And so you end up not ruining something you worked on if you add liquid to it. So yeah, if you're doing tiny, you need a tiny, tiny little nib. CB's really good at Zentangle, really good. In fact, some of my favorite designs I got from her. All right, let's go ahead and shade this real quick. Okay, for this one, anywhere the lines go together like that, I'm going to shade it. Or just pick like the outside where you've drawn that big hump, shade along it. Okay. And I think, yeah, I do have a smaller one. And this is a big tortilla, so for like around the edges, I'll use this one because you can just get it done so much quicker. But for the smaller areas, I'll use that smaller one. I didn't go along this edge, but I want to. This one's great for shading. Yeah. All right, I'm happy with that one in there. It's kind of a medium weight, so. All right. Let's see if we did this one. The thing about this one, I could do it just randomly in a space, but then I'd end up with the white background. So I'd have to probably do something in the background, which is fine too. I don't want it up there next to this one because see how this one's kind of light and airy. So I'm going to want something more dark in here. This one may not work well for, yeah, I'm going to put that one aside. We may just end up drawing it. And then Brenda said B. Let's see what we got. B's. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. Let's see what we got. This is one of my very favorite designs, that bunzo, where you just start drawing and then let the humps grow off of each other. I love that one. That one takes templates and rulers to make it look really good, and that would annoy Eileen, so I don't want to do that. Banana bread. I think this is one that you showed me, CB, actually, this banana bread. I think that is one that you showed me. And then sometimes I have a separate card underneath that will show variations of that same design. Oops, sorry. The buttercup is really good too. I'm kind of tempted to do this one. Oh, they're all just so much fun. I don't even know how you can pick one. All right. There was one place that I wanted a dark design, so I think we're going to do the black box in that, and I might come back and pick one of those other ones. But there was one place that I wanted something dark, and it was up in here. Yeah, let's do that up there because it's real simple design. Can you see? All right. I'll just use the 05 again, or the 03. All right. And this is nice because it can fit in any shape, you know. And actually, this one looks like it's just melding into that one. So I like that. How did you get your little boxes on your card so even? Oh, I made myself a template. Make yourself templates anytime you need. I'll show you. I make templates for everything. If it's something that I'm going to do a bunch of different times, because I'm big into not reinventing the wheel. Like, if you figure the spacing out on something, do it one time and one time only. So these are the little templates that I use. And this material, you know, at the Dollar Tree, you can buy those plastic cutting mats. This is actually one of those cutting mats that I turned into. You can call it a template, a stencil, whatever, but just measure it out once. And so I have the design for if I only wanted 4 boxes per sheet, or if I wanted 6. And then I just cut them out of that cutting board material. And I like it because it's a little bit more sturdy, right? Like a lot of times I'll use those plastic report folders for kids, or you can use acetate that you get off packaging too. This is a smaller version of that, but yeah, that's what I do. Make a template and you only have to do it one time. You made yours on the computer and printed out a bunch. Yeah, you can do that too. I just printed all these cards out and then I just use the template to make the little box and get on down the road. Don't reinvent the wheel 100 times. Okay, now that I've got that design, I'm going to use the 08 pen to color in the boxes so it goes faster. Because I don't want to piss Eileen off, which I've already done. And I think is 08 the biggest they come in? I mean, I know you can get the 02. I've got it somewhere. Like this one, but it's more of a calligraphy nib. But I could color the boxes in with that too and make it go a little quicker. It's all about the cool stuff you've got. Use it. And if you don't have cool stuff, save up your money and get some. That's my free advice. I've always been a pen nut, though. Like, do you guys remember, some of you my age will remember, I think they were called Lindy's pens. And you could get them in tons of different colors. Somebody Google that. I think they were called Lindy's. And I babysat every day after school from 3 until 6. So I made $30 a week. And back in those days, that was a lot of money. And it was 2 little kids. And my dad made me give him half of it to put in the bank. And then I got money every week that I could spend. And I spent my money on books and pens and M&Ms, because my favorite thing to do was to lay on my bed, give myself a few M&Ms, and read a book. That was my very favorite thing to do. But I also love those Lindy pens, and you could get them, they were long. You could get the long ones, and you could also get the mini short ones. I had every color of those. I've always been a pen freak. You can get a 1.0. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did know that. And then you can get this 2 calligraphy nib for bigger areas is what I use it for. And then I'll go back with the smaller pen and clean that up. This one won't have much shading, but it will provide the weight that I wanted. So gonna see if anybody remembers. That's what they were called. Okay. That's still your favorite thing to do, Brick? Yeah, pretty much mine too. Only now I have the distraction of Netflix. When I was a kid, I didn't watch TV much at all. I don't think my mom ever turned on the TV during the day. I don't remember TV being on at our house ever. Now, when Dad got home at night, the TV was on. But during the day, I don't remember us watching TV. We had to be outside too. Like, I think we played outside more than kids do now. But we had a neighborhood full of kids too, you know, so there was always somebody to play with. And I was a tomboy, so I didn't mind playing with the boys. We only had one girl in my neighborhood, and I think I made fun of her. Okay, according to their site, they go from 003 to 08 and PN. Yeah, and see, this is the PN one. So the 2 and 3 are calligraphy points. Yeah. Okay. So that was just a really good one for that little space that was available there. And I don't even know how to tell you, you know, I think you just get a feel for that of, you know, what's going to fit where. And after you get the first few designs, there's something about the weight that kind of tells you what design you want next to it. And there's some designs that are more prone to be borders than to be fill-in. That's just the truth. But yeah, I like that dark up there. That was a good choice. Because it counteracts this real lightweight one next to it. Nothing bigger than 08. Okay. On these nibs then. This is the biggest. But the best thing about these pens, waterproof. Best thing. All right, we'll do one or two more because I've almost got, okay, I'll do these two sections right here. And then I may add more over here. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and give it away. So let's figure out what we want for those other two areas. What was the one that I picked? This is kind of a cool design called Baton. And the shading on it. Betweed is really cool too. And you can fill in a big area with that. Ah, it's so hard because there's so many cool ones. Let's do Baton. It's just a bunch of lines. Again, blocks. That one is really good. There's just so many. You can spend a lifetime at the ZentanglePatterns.com website. Okay, this one I think is good for right here, and I'll just put the little loopy-doo out there. Okay, this one I'm going to use a lighter weight. I don't want the 8 and I don't want the 5, so it would be either 1 or 3. I think I'll use the 3. And if I was really anal, Eileen, I would get out a ruler. But I'm not going to do that because I know you would never, ever forgive me. Because this one's really simple. It's just lines. Actually, I'm going to It's just alternating. Trying to keep my hand so you guys can see, but it's not always the best angle for me. So see, so it doesn't really have to take long either. Like this will be done really fast. This one will shade really cool too. And I'm gonna leave that hole right there in the middle. Yep, I like it. Okay, and just because I'm going to go ahead and shade around the edge, I think. Make it darker so that this ribbon will still stand out. Anything you want to stand out, go ahead and shade pretty darkly around the edge of it, and it will pop out. I could have done that with a darker pen too. And I'll do it on the outside of it too, so that that ribbon really stands out, because I like the ribbon. There we go. The only ruler you need is my sweet Robert. My sweet Robert. Thanks, Brooke. Pointing Barbara to the tanglepatterns.com. And yeah, Devin's doing really good too, Shelly, huh? But yeah, and I don't make any money from Tangle Patterns or anything. I just think it's a great resource if you think you would enjoy doing something like this. Now, I'm sure for a lot of people, this would probably drive them nuts. I could do this all day, all day. I have before. My sweet Robert. Ugh. So far, I'm liking it. I'm going to go ahead and shade on the edge of these so they actually look like they're curving. Forgot a little dude right there. And then remember too, if you want something to appear as though like black, if you want it to appear like it's popping out, add a white dot or something as a reflection, and it will look like it's popping out. So did I just growl? Am I turning into Jean? Where is Jean, by the way? Jean hasn't been around in forever. All right, let's pick out a design for in here. I'm kind of thinking I want something dark. Yeah, probably something dark. I'm actually trying to put these away today because the other day I was all over the place trying to find homes for all that crap I'd torn out of here. All right, let's just randomly open a page. Oh, that one's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and do that one, because it shades really good too. And you can do it any size. Okay. Easy peasy. Can't spend too much time worrying about this stuff. You just got to do it. I'm going to go ahead and draw the line at the edge of this one. I don't draw the line until I kind of know what I'm going to put next to it, so I know if I can just like meld one into the next. Again, I'm using the 03. Okay, got quiet. For this shape, this was a good design. Probably the thing that takes the longest is figuring out what design you're going to put in what location, really. After you choose it, it goes really fast. And none of this is hard, you guys. Any one of you, even if you think you can't draw, can do this. I promise you. Anybody. Yeah, that one fit in there pretty good. Pretty good. And I shade as I go, but I mean, I suppose you can do it whatever way works best for you. Save the shading for last, or I just like to do it as I go. I kind of like watching it develop as I work. Another nice thing about the micron pens is when you do this, they never smear. So, and some other pens, like the gel pens, you've got to let them sit a day before you can do the shading, because they'll have a tendency to want to smear a little bit. So, but I've used them and I like them. All right, we got all the spaces filled in. I probably am going to do something down here around these, and maybe something else up here, but I'm going to go ahead and, because we're about an hour and a half in. What was I looking for? Eraser. Yeah. Let me erase some of my marks here. But what I'll figure out when I'm done here is I'm going to do something around here at least to put a dark background behind this. One, because this design is so light, and I want these little, to me, they look like, I don't know. I want them to really stand out because I think that's a cool design. So I'll do something behind them that's dark. And then I'll go ahead and just make sure that the whole sheet is balanced. Yeah. So, but that's all I'm going to work on today. But I will definitely get it done either this evening or tomorrow. And it will go to its new home. So let me grab my phone. And if the mods are up to it, you guys tell me. If you're up to it, I will do a giveaway. So if you want this, I'm going to have, I don't know how many people are here right now. Okay, it looks like there's 45 people here. So let's do between 1 and, you want to do 100? Yeah, 1 and 100. Thank you, Judy. Will you do 1 and 100? Person getting closest to the number without going over. One number only. If you put two numbers in, the mods are just going to boot your butt out of here. And I support them 100%. Mods get to decide. So one number only, and I will type go in the chat. After that, we'll give you plenty of time, so don't worry. You don't have to rush. You use your Uniball Vision. That would be good. I'd be afraid of it smearing, so you'd have to let it dry. But yeah, I'm typing go, one number only, between 1 and 100, one number only. All right, hang on. It's not letting me. Why is it not? Oh, okay. Just slow as heck. That's weird. Didi, you'll have to remember that when you want to type in chat. Like, this is slow, slow, slow. When you see my chat come up, go ahead and put a number in. Come on. It's trying to, okay, there we go. All right. And on my chat, it's really going to be crazy, you guys. So I'm just going to go with whatever the mods tell me. If the number they tell me is the number we're going with, I don't need it here right now. All right, let me pull up random.org while you guys are doing that. Numbers are going in. All right. Everybody got a number in? I'm going to type in stop. Hopefully. I don't know why this chat is so darn slow. All right, it gave me something different. Random.org. All right, bear with me. I see APG Jamie. Okay, she was after I said stop, but Ann would have beat her anyway, so it's okay. All right, here's randomnumber.org. 1 to 100. You guys watching? Oh, I got somehow Jamie up there. I'm going to go ahead and generate. Here you go. Eileen's not awake. Okay, the number is 18. I'm going to trust my mods just to tell me who it is. So Eileen or Didi, whoever they come up with, because I'm not even going to try and scroll back because this chat is so darn weird. But first number closest to 18 without going over. Let me get a piece of paper. Sharon Lombard has 17. That's pretty darn close. Unless somebody gets it right on 18, I would say it's going to be Sharon Lombard. Sharon, okay. Everybody's saying Sharon Lombard. So there you go, Sharon. Get a hold of me. Either on Twitter, IG, Facebook, or here, just, I'll put my email in here. Don't email me. I mean, Sharon, you can email me, but random people don't email me because I don't check my emails. I will check it for Sharon, though. I'm so bad at email, you guys. So congrats, Sharon. I'm waiting for my email to come up. I will finish this and get it out in the mail sometime this week. I'm not going to make any promises, but sometime this week it will go in the mail, Sharon. And I'm still waiting for my chat. I don't know why I can't chat, because it sucks to be me. All right, there's my email, and it is correct. You're welcome, Sharon. Happy day. All right, putting that aside. I'll leave the pens and stuff out because I'll need them later to finish. So I'll just set those over here behind me. Did you get my email, Sharon? You haven't gone into your Twitter in 3 years? Yeah, see, I'm bad about email. I'm terrible about email. But I know Sharon won, and if she didn't get a hold of me, I will make 1 or 2 attempts to get a hold of her. But that's one thing I'm going to mention. If you win something at somebody's stream, be good about contacting the streamer and giving them your information and not making them do that. You know, try and trace you down. Because Dee Dee makes this look easy, but believe me, it's not. Okay, thanks, Sharon. All right, so what I did was I got the Seth Apter inks out, and I think there's 18 of them. Let me double check. I just knocked them all over, so let's see, there's 3. Here they all are. There's 2 that are shimmery. This copper buff, and there's another one. I think it's the white. Antique pearl. Those 2 are shimmery. The rest are just matte colors. And I did do samples of all of them. So this is going to look like an advertisement for Seth Apter inks, but it's really to give Dee Dee an idea of whether or not she should spend money for them. The colors are really nice, you guys. Let me put it against a black background, see if that'll help the camera at all. But the colors are nice. They're not as vibrant as the Dilutions, but yeah, that didn't work at all. But the color selection is really, really nice. Yellow, red, 3 different colors of blue, a couple colors of pink, which are Eileen's favorite. There's 2 colors of kind of purple. The greens are really nice, and then the browns are just the best. If I was going to only choose one Seth Apter spray that I could have, I would probably get the tea or the honey, the 2 browns. These are really, really nice. So, yeah. All right, Eileen, unless you want to tell me what to do, I was just going to spray them through stencils onto some magical or jelly prints. I got some stencils out, and I got the box out so that I don't spray everything in my house because they're permanent. And here's some of the papers I was just going to work on top of. So, okay, Eileen, how do you like that? This place is a mess. Blame ET. Yeah, you always have to blame ET. Hashtag it's all Eileen's fault, even if it's not Eileen's fault. So let me just quickly pick out. I might do a couple of them on top of here. The iCads, which, you guys, I'm so far behind on iCads, I can't even say that I'm participating at this point because I suck so bad. And that's pretty much all I can say is I suck so bad. And I wasn't sure if I'd have any of these iCads that I wanted to spray on top of. That one wouldn't be bad. I love that one. This one definitely I would. That one I won't. This one I would. That one I would. But these aren't really all that absorbent. So what I'm afraid is that the ink will just sit on top of it. And then these all have stenciling on them already. So not very many of them. And I may pick up and continue iCat. I don't know. I'm disappointed in myself that I haven't carried through like I should have. Not really. I think my heart just wasn't in it. And some of the prompts just did not move me at all. I mean, it was just like, I don't want to draw chamomile. Okay, you could also lightly spray, dry spray again with another color and it gets all speckly. I think they're supposed to be, but I'm thinking not always, so I have to check them again. Yeah, we're going to do, in fact, let's go ahead right now. I'll just tear a piece of this paper out. It's really cheap, inexpensive paper that they print annual reports on. And like, they come in books like this. And so, I would think I probably should do a selection of different papers to see if they work better on some paper than others. So yeah, let me grab, this is just going to be 24-pound offset. So that's paper that's available anywhere. And I'll get a piece of cardstock that you guys could buy like at Walmart, and we'll just try different ones to see how permanent they really are. And I know this is what, I think it's Kimberly, is it Georgia Pacific? Hang on, I'm having a hard time finding it. Okay. Yeah, it's Georgia Pacific is the cardstock you can just get at Walmart. It's nice cardstock. But this is available to anybody, anytime. So, yeah, we'll just try some different ones and see how it works out. We'll do it first and let it sit for a little bit before we try and move it. And I have a spray box so I don't get it everywhere. All right, what is Eileen? Eileen, I'm paying attention. Why don't you go ahead and yell at me right now, okay? I'll put myself on YouTube so I can go back and read all the nasty crap she said to me. She said, dang you. Okay, I'm paying attention, Eileen. Quit whining and just say it again. Jeez. Come on, Eileen. Blue, orange, and brown to get a patina look. Okay, Eileen, I will do blue, orange, and brown. You know what, though? He doesn't have an orange spray. He doesn't have an orange spray. Gotta turn my... Use pink. There you go, Judy. I vote for you. All right, orange. What'd she say? Blue, orange, and brown. Blue, orange, and brown. Let's pick a blue. All right, there's a couple different blues. I like the blue moon. Eileen, do you have these? No orange spray. That's cray cray. Yeah, there's no orange. I have a yellow and a red. I could make an orange maybe. But yeah, we'll get something orangey. All right, I have because it was in the same tray, I have the spice marmalade oxide spray. You want me to use it? Now this I know is not permanent, is it? Oh, I just shook it up and down and they say don't do that. Is this one okay? Now, why would I have any sprays? Because I was going to say, you'd know what colors I have. You could give me specific colors and then I would pay attention to you. Otherwise, you're just a pain in my ass. So if I do have the marabou orange. It's not permanent. That's not, okay, Dee Dee, we're gonna satisfy Eileen first, okay? Because you've seen how she behaves in chat if I don't do what she wants when she wants it done. Yeah, I know oxides aren't permanent. The marabou is acrylic, so it would be permanent. What's this? Fossilized amber. I also have that. I'll have to get up and get the marabous. Oh my God, you should see walnut oxides on Craft Tech. So pretty. Okay, you're going to have to stop with the ADHD and tell me what you want. Because right now, all you're doing is driving me crazy. Or painting 45 asses. There you go, Judy. All right, I'm going to, looks like real leather. The blue, the brown, okay. See, I don't know which blue. If I want to use the sea spray, which is more tropical kind. The browns, any one of them are nice. Oh my gosh. I'm looking here, Eileen. I'm looking. I could use yellow. That's as close to, and the honey. I think her cabana boy likes leather, Dee Dee. I think that's what the whole leather thing's about. He's been begging for a leather thong for weeks, and this is the next best thing she can come up with. All right. All right, so for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and use all three of the Seth Apter sprays. And we're going to use yellow rather than orange, but it's the best we've got, Eileen, so you're just going to have to get over yourself, okay? All right, and I'm not sure if you have to really spray these. I mean, because they don't, other than the shimmery ones, it doesn't look like anything settles on these. You just open them up and spray. And I'm not going to spray through a stencil. But see how nice they spray? They're really nice. And I'll wash all their nozzles when I'm done. All right. Eileen, am I doing this right? Because that should be giving me like a green. And then I'm going to cover this in brown. Use brown last. Look at what I'm doing, Eileen. Brown last. Because right now it's a pretty green, blue, yellow. All right. I do love the brown. The browns are unbelievably pretty. Now, do I have to rub this around or what do I have to do? And it looks like a lot of the paper is showing through, but it's actually more covered than you think. Okay, and this is just on regular paper, 24-pound paper. We're going to let this dry, and then we're going to see how permanent it is. Doesn't look like leather to me, Eileen. Just saying. The brown is so nice. And there's not enough excess spray that it'll really run, you know. I know, Judy. I am aware of that. But the blue and the yellow actually has made green, so it is kind of looks like a nice patina down here. In here, it's really pretty. I'll end up cutting this into circles or something. It doesn't look like it likes that paper. Okay, we'll set this aside then. That's just regular 24-pound bond paper. I'm not sure what paper you want me to try it on. Maybe, let me cut, because I don't need huge sheets of this stuff that I may or may not end up using. So, where's my paper cutter? I don't know, I'll just fold it. We'll try it on some cardstock, Eileen. The leather I was talking about was the oxide spray. Oh, well, I have the oxide sprays too. I think you made me buy those too, Eileen, if I remember correct. Or you bought them. I don't remember which, actually. But I do have them. All right, we're going to try that same combination on cardstock and see if it behaves any differently. Should I wet the paper first, Eileen, do you think? I'm going to wait for her to tell me if she thinks I should wet the paper first, because I would think the sprays would behave differently if you wet the paper first, right? I don't have Craft Tex, you pain in the ass. I don't have Craft Tex, and I'm not buying any, so don't go there. I can get out some Toad Tan paper. I'll use whatever I've got, but I'm not going to buy any Craft Tex, so thank you. All right, we're using the same colors, only on... I didn't say leather, geesh. Oh my God, see? ADHD child. She's very frustrated with me right now. Right, I'm just wetting the paper because I think the inks will absorb better if the paper is slightly damp. I could be wrong, but so now yeah, different sprays, different substrate. Hi, Sathia. I give up. I just mentioned it. Oh my gosh. Now I've got her all mad. All right, we're going with the yellow again. Only I'm going to do more coverage. Is this the same blue? No, that's a different blue. I use this blue. All right, now I have to say, getting the paper wet first may have been a good idea because this is like absorbing right in, like really nice. Now, this is cool, Eileen. This is way cooler. I will say that. So it could be the paper, the coverage, but I kind of really think that it was getting it damp first so that the paper was ready to absorb. Can you see that? It does look like leather. It is pretty, Eileen. I'm going to give it to you. Yeah, and see, this is what you don't give me credit for, Eileen. I think Eileen and I are going to have a lover's spat right here in public in front of everybody. You don't give me good instructions. Tree lichen? Yeah, kind of. Now has visions of Eileen squashing to a bicycle basket as a small boy pedals furiously as they take off. Yeah, wet the paper first. Yeah. Well, especially for cardstock. Because the yellow is virtually gone other than up here in this corner. Everything else kind of turned a nice green. and then the brown on top. It is really, really pretty. Now I can see. Stop with the leather. What, you're just a little kinky and you don't want us talking about it? Or I said a patina, look, not leather. Okay, okay. We have got her going. Oh my gosh. No, Dee Dee, they are not the least bit chalky. Not the least bit. And see, this paper that I didn't get wet, it's drying on the surface. So this is going to be a good test, because I would think, and this one I'm going to let dry thoroughly. I would think if anything is going to move, it's going to be on this sheet, because it's sitting on the surface. This one that I got wet first, you can tell that it absorbed in. And I didn't use much water at all. But this one, I'm almost going to bet money is not going to move. This one, especially here where I've got some puddles, and after that dries, if I go over it with a baby wipe, I think we're going to get some movement. So that may be the key right there. Okay, I think we did that good. And now Eileen will talk to me again. Eileen, can we talk again? Can we be friends and smooch? Well, I think she was talking about her Cabana Boy, Dee Dee. I think that's where the leather confusion came in. And we won't go any further than that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now do whatever. You can, okay, can you guys read the frustration in her voice? I'm sorry, Eileen, I didn't mean to frustrate you. I do try my hardest. Most of the time I just suck at it. This paper, I'm not going to wet first, but this is a really, really inexpensive. Of course, we've already got some on this. I don't have to do, for the test, I don't have to do another one, because this is this paper. So we'll just test it over there. But I want that one that's still wet on the top. So. All right, let's get some because I think when it sits on top, and that's probably reasonable. I mean, I think any product that's just sitting on top of the paper, for example, if you put it on top of acrylic, acrylic is not going to be absorbent. This is Magicals, so we're going to try this. I'm going to put stars on this. What color would look good with that? And I'll use this because I'll have to move it and spray it multiple times because I want it stars all over. A dark color. Eileen doesn't like purple. Let's use the dark blue because I like the dark blue. And you don't have to spray them, I don't think. Now I need to have a piece of paper that I can blot those off on. And I was smart today and got out a tub of water. Okay, I like that. And when these are gone, will I reorder? I don't know. I'm not that big on sprays, frankly. And so that's the whole deal right there is I'm just not big on sprays. I don't use them that much. Well, at least Eileen took Janet's advice, put some clothes on that Cabana Boy and make him trespass the neighbors, steal flowers to run through a big shot. I know. Make that boy put on some clothing. There. Now we got the whole sheet of paper with stars. And that was Magicals under there. So, oh, you know what? I remember what this was. This was Magicals on the jelly plate with acrylic paint is what the original color underneath was. What I'm going to do with this, I don't know. It'll probably turn into trash art. Did she order the Cabana Boy from? No, I think she held personal interviews, Lena. Yeah, she invited them all over. A thong for Eileen. We are so brutal on Eileen today. Why are we being so brutal on Eileen? This is the same thing. This was Magicals on the jelly plate. And I do like the way it came out. But again, it's just a background. What are you going to do with it? I'm not sure. I'm going to get out. Like this one, I could tell all the Magicals were totally dissolved. This one, I don't know necessarily that they are. So let me try. Get out a baby wipe and see if I can move those Magicals. Because if I move the Magicals, yeah, the sprays, they may be permanent, but they're going to move them as well, you know? So let me try just down here in the corner. Okay, the Magicals I can still pull up a little bit. It's all right. Wonder if we put yellow on. Yeah, see, the Magicals I can still move. So, yeah, if you use your Magicals on your jelly plate, just remember if they're in little piles, they're still going to move. For sure, Kathy, we all want a Cabana Boy too. I want a Cabana Boy running around in a thong. Are you kidding me? Robert runs around in overalls. Try the oxides on the Magical and see how the Magicals move. Okay, we could do that. I didn't bring all the Magicals down, just the ones that were in the tray. So I've got the walnut, the fossilized amber. That might be pretty on there. Mermaid Lagoon, faded jeans, and Eileen's favorite color, picked raspberry. Pink actually would be really pretty on there. She'd hate it. Or wilted violet. So, Eileen, you pick out the color. You're holding out for a pirate, Brenda. I don't blame you. Okay, so my choice is either the yellow or the pink, which I know she'll never pick pink. Any color, okay. Oh. Faded jeans. Yeah, faded jeans. I have no room left, Eileen. And if you looked around here right now, it is messy, so you should be happy. Oh, but you know what? Before I spray it, I need to go get some water in the mini mister so we can get it wet so it oxidizes. This is a really cool jelly too. Okay, just checking. I think any color is a tint of pink. You like the indigo blue? Okay, the thing I'm wondering if I should wet this first and get the Magicals kind of moving. I don't think I'm gonna. I'll add the water last. So we're gonna. Let me see what stencil I've got handy here real quick. I just brought the small ones. I didn't bring the big ones out. But I need one with big enough spaces that the oxides are going to do something. Let's use this one. I can't remember if I got this one from Z or where, but it's kind of a cool stencil. So I am definitely going to have to get some of that tacky stuff if I want to do sprays like this. Okay, we're going to put the faded jeans on it. Hopefully it's going to work. The Timmy's don't spray as nice as the I Zink. There's something about the sprayer that's better. And I got that really wet, so we may or may not get a design. And we don't care. Yeah, a little bit. That's good. All right, I'm going to, right now, mist it with a little bit of water. Can you see the magicals coming back to life? Probably got a little bit too much water right in there. Up in there, that's really cool looking. You can see the green magicals in here came back to life really a lot. This one over here, down here. So yeah, the magicals definitely came back to life. That's kind of cool looking though. I like that. Now, I'm suspecting that the magicals, you know, when they're wet, they're always way more vibrant than they are when they dry. But I'm curious, since these moved a second time, if they'll still be active, or if I went ahead and activated them to the point that now the little piles are no longer piles, they'll be more permanent. Yeah, see, they're not picking up on my thumb, so cool. The magicals did move a little bit, Eileen, not like magicals normally do, but yeah, like down in here you can definitely see where they reactivated and moved. And they look like they've come up through the oxide ink is what they look like they've done. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. I definitely need a place to dry stuff because I didn't plan on that. All right, see, like this is just butt ugly. It was butt ugly when we made it, and it's still butt ugly, and I'm not sure why it didn't go in the trash right now. Go back later and read this Motley Crue commentary. Okay, Tanya, I will. You're now nomatrized. My daughter is scared of gnomes. She says they come to life at night and terrorize the neighborhood. Oh my gosh. Gnomes and thongs is honestly, is this what we're down to now in my chat? Oh my God. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what we're down to in my chat. All right, this one, I'm just going to set this down here so I don't waste the ink, because this is a Seth ink. What I do with my baby wipe? All right, this one's dry. It's fine. I'm just pushing this down so I can throw it in the bucket of water. And we'll work on top of it. So hopefully by having my bucket of water, everything's going to be clean. All I have to do is lay it out to dry. I won't have to wash anything. That would be an awesome day, wouldn't it? All right, this one is just, it looks like where I was cleaning off or something. This one's butt ugly, I know that. So let's put something fun on top of it. I think we're going to use that red. I don't very often use red, but the pomegranate in this is really pretty. I think it was the pomegranate I liked. Let me look. I think it was the wild rose. The pomegranate is the more just red. Let's use the wild rose. It's a dark pink. And I think it'll look pretty on top of this. Yeah, there's... No, that's flamingo. Here's wild rose. All right, Eileen, close your eyes. Eileen started it. Boy, have I heard that a bunch of times. Eileen started it. Mom, Eileen's punching me. That's what Eileen and I would have been like as kids. Make her stop punching me, Mom. Looking through the stencils. Maybe the number one. Looking. And yes, I do wash my stencils, so yeah. If there's any doubt how utterly anal I am, don't doubt it. Ooh, this one's kind of fun too. Let's do that one. I'll leave the number ones close to the top though, because I like it a lot. Okay, now I'm going to do pink on top of this. So I don't know how it's going to work. Let me get a curve in this paper so it will hopefully lay down. She's looking at me. Yeah, I don't want her looking at me. She's breathing my air. Mom, can I have a plastic bag? Eileen's breathing my air. All right, here we go with the wild rose. I hope this works like I think. All right, where's another piece of paper? Because I'm going to flip that over. Let me see. Here. This was pretty much a waste too. This is all just magicals. Okay, I'm going to try and flip this stencil over onto that sheet. I have no room here. Stop on and go get the damn Band-Aid. That would be my mother. No, my mother would be like, Mom, Don's punching me. Well, punch him back, for God's sakes. That would be her answer. She wasn't going to stop a fight. She would encourage the fight. Punch him back. Right, some girl? Oh, geez, this is stuff from way back in the scavenger hunt. I just found the papers from the scavenger hunt. Oh, that's too funny. All right, put that in the bucket of water. They don't make perfect designs, okay? But this one now is more usable to me. I can cut it into circles. I can cut it into trash art. I need to do some trash art covers too. I have 2 that I want to make. We're going to let that dry, or maybe right now. All right, tell you what, I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. This is going to be my test. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun, and then I'm going to try and add, like, spray water directly on it to see if I can get it to move. I'm plugging in my heat gun in case you're wondering what all the crashing is. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Heat gun. Stop whining. I'll give you something to whine about. Yeah. Don't make me turn this car over. Drop you off. Okay. It looks pretty dry. At least there's no sheen on it, so I'm assuming it's dry. Now, this is sitting on top of acrylic paint, I can tell. So because I don't really care about this one, we're just going to go ahead and spray it with water. And this is going to tell you how much they're going to move. Because if they'll dry and stay on top of acrylic, I would say they're unbelievably good. There you go. There's your answer. They will not stay on top of acrylic. And I'm okay that that went south. I mean, that's what we needed to know. Of course, I'll forget it tomorrow, so what the hell. But, yep. They will not be permanent sitting on top of acrylic paint. They rolled right off. Okay? So, I just went ahead and sprayed some of the distress on there. And I'll eventually use this for something else. Needs a Xandra mermaid. Yeah, but only now I've turned it into just like multicolored whatever with the oxide. So that's fine. Or, actually, that's kind of pretty right now. A lot of this I'll end up cutting and turning into trash art probably. Because these are the kind of things that look really interesting on trash art. I think one thing I'm going to do, where's that original pink? It was the rose one. Here we go. I wish I'd gotten some gloves. This poor piece of paper is going to be drenched. There we go. I was just trying to get it running. Because at this point with the sprays, knowing that they're not permanent, I could honestly take this over to the sink, dunk it in water, and probably get back to the original blue. My fave sprays, well, the distress oxides are really fun because they oxidize so cool. So I do like those. But I would have to say right now my favorite sprays are still the dilutions, even though they're not permanent. But if it turns out that these are permanent, they're never going to be permanent on acrylic paint. So just know that. I think I could have let them sit forever and they would never have been permanent on that acrylic paint. Now, see, I like this where the blue is coming out underneath. So sometimes you just got to quit or keep jerking around until you find something that'll work good. But I'm going to here shortly test the, okay, here's the very first sheet we sprayed on the 24 pound. Now that this has all absorbed in, other than these few little spots, I'm going to say this probably is going to be permanent. We know it's going to be permanent, I think, on that cover stock that we used and on the acrylic. So I think they should make a disclaimer that they'll be permanent on any absorbent surface. Like, I think if you get it on your clothes, you're not getting it off. But if you like sitting on top of this acrylic, nope, it's not gonna, but look at the outside of that paper. That's really pretty. So maybe just as far as, let me find the other, as far as Pelican lays at the window, as far as just spraying the sprays, I'm gonna pick some pretty ones. I'll pick the yellow. It's the day after his birthday boy. Lane's birthday was yesterday. He's mouthing nasty stuff to me, you guys. I don't know where Robert went, Lane. He got in the car and he split and he never said a word to me.
Do a chicken salmon or Arby's.
Oh, he did already?
And he's on his way back. I'm gonna go raise your beer.
Holy cow. Well, then I'm going to end early. If he's bringing me a sandwich, I'm out of here, you guys. I don't know why he went so early.
Don't tell my wife over here. Too late.
Like Amy cares. All right, so what color would go good with yellow? I like pink. We're going to use the flamingo, the lighter pink. And these I'm just going to probably end up using for circles or whatever. But I don't know. If you want bright colors, my feeling is get the dilutions. Because one, I say that they're easy to get. Are dilutions still really easy to get? I don't even know if they are. Used to be you could get them anywhere. More circles. I just want this because I like the colors. Without doing it through a stencil. That pink is really pretty. Eileen, get the pink. The pink is really, really pretty. Is this the flamingo? Nope. Robert must be oblivious because he knows I stream until 3, and he just told Lane he's on his way home already. Sorry. They still have them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing is about the dilutions is they're readily available. You know, where these, you've got to order them. And these, I think, are quite a bit pricier. I haven't done a price comparison, but I think they're pretty much pricier. All right, let's do the permanency test. So if I have to end when the rat comes home, we know what we're doing. Now everything's on the floor and I won't be able to get out of this room. All right, here's Eileen's leather. I'm not sure what I'll do on top of this. Did this one, I put oxide on top of this, didn't I? Or didn't I? Oh my God, now I don't remember. It looks like I did. Well, now I can tell, add more water. All right, get out a clean baby wipe so we can do this. Did you wet the paper on this one? On which one, Kathy? This last one? This one? I did not wet the paper on this. On the first one I did, on this one I did wet the paper. On this one I did not. I just sprayed it directly and let it absorb. And it absorbed very nicely. Like, I like the pattern of the spray for sure. Like in there, the spray pattern is way cool looking. I like them. But again, if you're not a spray person, you know, I don't know. All right, here's going to be our test. Right here where the spray is kind of thick, but it's very thoroughly dry. All right, I can rub it off. So not necessarily 100% permanent. Now I'm going to try putting water like right in here. And this is on 24-pound bond paper. So if it's going to be permanent on anything, it should be permanent on this. This is just a lighter weight version of your mixed media paper. All right, I've got enough water on there. I'm going to let it go ahead and drip. I can tell it's moving. So I don't know, their claims of permanency, I'm not going to take them serious, you guys. I'm really not. This should be absolutely permanent. If it's permanent, it should not move. Much like those micron pens. Like when they tell you it's permanent, that crap does not move. This moves. So I don't think they can claim permanency. I really don't. I think it may be more permanent than, say, other products. But I would not trust this to work on top of. I really wouldn't. Now, one thing, let me grab a little stencil here. And this paper is not going to be the best for this. But since I can move this, I should be able to wipe up enough so that the stencil image would be left when I'm done. We'll see. Nope, that didn't work well either. So I don't know. I'm going to say it's not permanent. When I can pick it up, it's not permanent, right? Yeah, Kathy Berg streams tomorrow morning, like around 10 Eastern, I think. So, yeah. I would not trust it enough to work on top of it. If somebody else has better results, now all this is watercolor, so I know it's going to move. I'm going to get out or find a clean place on my baby white. And I'll do it down here at the bottom. This one, I can't remember if we did the dilutions or the distress on top of it, but I'm going to go ahead and try and wipe it off as well. This is the one that I sprayed with water first, where the paper was more absorbent. Okay, this is cardstock, and it doesn't seem to be moving as much. When that dries, we'll see if that design is left. Because, you know, rubbing the paper, it's going to pill, obviously. So they're kind of not permanent. That's kind of it, Kathy. I don't think you can claim that, like acrylic paint, when it is dry, it is permanent. You're not moving it ever, not in 100 years. Doesn't matter what you do. You have to either cover it. Yeah, there's no way you're going to move acrylic paint when it's dry. And most other products, I don't think make the claim that they're permanent, and that's fine. But it's good if you're a creator to know which products are going to move when you start working on top of them, you know? So I would say in this case, they're semi-permanent. How's that? Semi-permanent, but don't trust them with a good piece of art. And this was Oxide on top of Magicals. Yeah, see, the Magicals are still moving. But I like this. I mean, I just like the way it looks. Not that I created anything that's going to be usable, but we'll see when this one dries. And this one's still damp, so I can't test it yet. But the colors are nice. And that's the one thing I would say is the colors are vibrant, but they're not vibrant like the Dilutions. I mean, they're not knock your eyeballs out like the Dilutions are, but the colors are just nice and vibrant. So if you want matte sprays in vibrant colors, these are, you know, I don't think you can compare the colors to Dilutions at all. These are just nice colors. But the browns, now the browns, oh, they are the best. Hey, Amy. So there you go. And this is Magicals that I'm sure I'm going to be able to move again. Yeah, see, any of that blue that had the white in it, it's going to move over and over again. But those are the letters for the scavenger hunt up there. This was watercolor. I do remember this. This has salt. Watercolor with salt. I'm not sure what I was doing. Probably some sort of experiment because I'm big on experiments. But I don't have the memory to really be doing experiments. This one is going to end up being really interesting. Look at the outside of it. That's so pretty. But yeah, this is the one where we found out it definitely is not permanent on acrylic. That's more Magicals that I know will move. Yep, those are definitely going to move. That was just a clean off. Garbage, garbage. Here's some Magicals that have been around forever. I should go ahead and stencil something on these or somehow use them up. They've been around my life for an eternity. This one, whatever we were using, this was shimmery. Look at that. Whoo, baby. This one will definitely get cut up for trash art. This one too. This is Magicals, but it's on a really weird paper. When I say it's Magicals, that's not moving. Well, maybe just a slight little bit. Huh. I should have written down because, yeah, those Magicals aren't moving. Need to make a junk journal with them? I probably could. The problem is, though, Eileen, like this one again, this was Magicals. I love this. I love everything about it. I just like the way it looks. I like the colors. It's so muted, so pretty. But the thing is, with these piles of Magicals, I don't know what the hell you're going to do on top of this. I really don't. And this was through a stencil. I don't know. I don't know what we were doing, but I do love this one. I'm going to make some circles, Jamie. And then these two, I don't remember what we were doing on this either. We obviously had some stencils out. We did the reverse. I don't remember what I did yesterday. Draw anything on top of it. But the Magicals, CB, I mean, I could collage on top of it, but if I get this wet again, those Magicals are going to reactivate. Like there's just too many big piles. Can you see that one up there? Like that's a big old pile right there. But I like the way they're sitting right now. So probably what I'd do smack and dragon on them spray fixative and then collage. Yeah, Jamie, that's probably my only option. Put some spray fix on it and collage on it. That's what I've been doing, Jamie. Just pet them. Just pet them like the pretty little creatures that they are. So that was what I'd gotten out to work on. They're just a pile of papers that I keep around here. It's just like, how long are you going to keep this crap? Obviously too long. All right, Eileen, you want me to try anything else? Here's my clean off. And I'll end up probably turning that into something, or I won't. Look how that got spotted. That's so weird. You couldn't create that again if you wanted to. Maybe you wouldn't want to, but yeah, you couldn't if you wanted to. All right, so there's the permanency test. It's, yeah, semi-permanent. That's what I'm going to say. Even an ink pen, yeah, I wouldn't use a pen that I cared about on top of them, CB, because you're going to ruin your pen. As soon as those piles of powder get in the nib of your pen, unless it was a dip pen, yeah, you're going to ruin a pen. Dip pen would work though. I wonder if the Seth sprays would work over acrylic if you use a fixative over the base acrylic layer. You know what would work, Eileen? I don't think fixative or clear gesso will. You have to remember, fixative and clear gesso, well, clear gesso for sure, is an acrylic product. So it's going to behave much like any other acrylic. It's a plastic, in effect. The one thing you could maybe do on some of them that were acrylic is you could maybe paint them with absorbent ground. It works on pastels. Well, it would, Judy, because pastels are going to be absorbent. So it's the difference, and that's the way I would probably define it, is if it's a non-absorbent surface, if it's just sitting on top, you could never, ever consider it permanent. If it's on an absorbent surface, you could probably call it semi-permanent. You can't remove it completely, but you can move it. I have clear gesso, but the thing is, gesso is just like acrylic paint. It's absorbent or it's not absorbent. That's what you're looking at. Absorbent ground, Gail, yeah, I think that would be the only thing that you could probably put on top to work on top. But then, even still, like this one with the magicals, maybe you guys don't ever have to worry about this, but with the magicals, as soon as I tried to move the absorbent ground on this, I'm going to reactivate those magicals. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. You learned yesterday that you should never use gesso on a jelly plate. I don't believe I ever have. And I know some people have said they use matte medium on it. I don't use matte medium on mine either. I don't know why gesso would matter unless because it's got something grainy in it and the matte medium does not. But gesso is nothing other than an acrylic product as well. Judy's saying I use it all the time. I think it's the grit is what I would think. Gesso has a little bit of grit. Maybe the golden doesn't though. The golden products, yeah, it pits it. The golden products are so nice and creamy and smooth. I don't think, I've never tried golden gesso, but the golden matte medium, man, it is so just smooth and creamy. But that's what I would think too, is that the gesso, the cheaper gessos that have the grit, you're going to mark your plate. And maybe you don't care. The clear gesso has grits too. Yeah, I have some of it. I have the Liquitex, and it is gritty. It really is. But gesso is actually designed to create tooth on a canvas surface. So, you know, when you know what its intent is, you know, that would determine how you, the applications you use it for, right? Judy's saying, no, it doesn't. It's great for keeping high flows from beading. Okay. Yeah, see, I think it depends on the product. But if it had, in my opinion, if it had any grit at all, I would not put it on my jelly plate. Like, oh, the Liquitex Matte Medium, it's very gritty, very gritty. It dries clear and it's nice, but it's not as smooth as golden. So could just be the difference in the products. But gesso is actually designed to create tooth. So there you go. All right, I'm about done playing here. Robert should be here anytime with a Sammy for me. I wish he'd waited for about an hour, but that's okay. He has to do what he has to do. So thanks for hanging with me today. It was kind of a weird show, but it was fun to stream with Dee Dee yesterday. That was really fun to get her going on StreamYard. If you didn't see it, go back. It's on Dee Dee's channel, Coffee and Art in the Morning with Dee Dee Willingham. And we got on and tested StreamYard and streaming together. We're not going to do it frequently. She wants to have some guests come, like Comic Book Hut and maybe Mary Altier and yeah, Diane. So yeah, we were just testing, but it was fun to kind of hang out and chat with Dee Dee, and a lot of you came, so that was fun. Thank you. So yeah, you guys go have some fun this afternoon. I appreciate you hanging out. Give a thumbs up on your way out if you feel like it. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Be kind to each other. More important than anything. Be kind. Bye, Eileen. See you guys. Love ya.